morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, the 3rd of June. I want to say this is the 3rd. I gotta be careful. A lot of traffic today. Of 2025. And what we've got going on is a couple of very interesting little tidbits that, I'm not sure if the market is going to react to it like immediately or if they're still going to do a wait and see. Because as we discussed here yesterday, we still need Judge Torres to, get the deal together, so to speak, between SEC and Ripple. Just finally get that book closed, get all those appeals done. And, we could go into that. That's off on a tangent from where I want to go. But we had that director at Uphold say something like, in 6 months, many of the cryptos are going to be gone. I found that quite interesting. Well, it's not an official statement from Uphold. It still raises your eyebrow and makes you go, interesting. So, it's something to keep your eye on. And that ties in probably with meme coins. And again, like we discussed yesterday, about how big changes are coming through by end of year and all that other type of juicy goodness. Now, that is going to really be helpful for the ISO coins, especially XRP, of course. But another very interesting matter of note, and I got this from JWK show, is that via Hidden Road, BlackRock is going to be using XRP, at least indirectly. Now, what is that? What's the details on that? Well, according to what I gathered from JWK's report that he posted this morning, BlackRock is connecting to Hidden Road. Now, Hidden Road is owned by Ripple. Hidden Road is going to be utilizing XRP. But even if they only utilize RLUSD, RLUSD is settled on the XRP ledger. So that means at least a little bit of XRP will be burnt with every transaction. However, let's not forget the size of BlackRock. That's huge. BlackRock is a huge if you don't know, or you only think you know, BlackRock is, I would say, the biggest finance company in the world. They have Aladdin, what I consider their AI. Now, I posted up last night a report from King Solomon. He actually went through, I believe it was 3 different papers, mostly one from Etsy, European Telecom Standards, something like that. And they were talking about all of the huge plans that they have, how everything's all interconnected. Now, I put that in the community page under posts. Definitely give that video from King Solomon a look, and I highly recommend giving him a follow. You have to be really kind of heady and concentrate when you watch those videos. He's definitely not a rah-rah channel with flash. He's a meat and potatoes kind of guy, in the sense that, I don't know if he's a vegetarian, but I mean, the expression is that, meaning this guy, he gets the basics and he digs into it. He gets the substance, not the flash, and that's awesome. So yes, the plans are out there for these ISO coins. Yes, and I got from Rich over at Common Sense Crypto how, and this is a couple of people commented on a prior video that I was wrong on this, but no, if the Fed is going to be utilizing Ripple or XRP, somebody said that on the official site, we don't use blockchain or something like that. That is something that is in the works. I gotta make sure I post both Rich and JWK's videos in the community pages as well, because Ripple, according to what Rich was able to dig up, was able to start getting into domestic payments, and that's huge because everyone just keeps talking about the international payments, and that may be what we call a bread and butter thing here in the U.S., where it's a basic, and I would say it is. However, domestic payments are also huge. But let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, what Dave Schwartz once said in an interview. You got to get down packed the international payments. Once you can solve that, you can start solving other problems. So that's wonderful. Now, in addition to that, there's some stuff going on with Zebek. Black Rule, or Rule Black is his name. And short version, he's covering something about Zebek and a new platform that's coming up on it. I haven't watched that video yet, but both he and Max are really good deep divers. They really are. So you got deep divers Max and Rule talking about Zebek. You got King Solomon talking about pretty much a whole host of ISO coins, and I think coins that will become ISO standard. There's a lot going on there. In the short version, let me also sum up that Ripple's making moves. Man, there was a lot. There was a lot to take in over the course of the past 12 hours. 12, 14 hours. A lot of information. I'll make sure to update the community page. And if you don't know the community page, that is where you go to my homepage there. If you're on the phone, you slide over to posts, tap on posts. I utilize that as a community page where we can all share information, and definitely your follow-ups are appreciated, because I like to know if you guys are seeing what I'm not seeing, or if you are seeing something I'm not seeing. I do welcome things like I just mentioned before, people saying, it's not on the fence. I welcome that, because it furthers me to do my research, fine-tune it, to confirm it. I agree that everything is going the Ripple way. And Rich actually brought up a very good point, how this all supports his theory, a theory that I agree with. I personally came up with the same theory. We're going back to a treasury system, which I think is wonderful. And our currency would be backed by gold. That's different than XRP being backed by gold, because quite frankly, XRP is worth more than gold, in my humble opinion. 1 second. Okay. Now, if XRP is moving things backed by gold, that means XRP is going to have indirect backing in gold. It's an indirect backing. It's inferred and implied, as opposed to being a formal thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I got all that for you. Remember, get your coins off these exchanges, please, because sorry, I had to check something. Because you don't want to get caught out there, especially after that statement from the director of Uphold. And I believe that was him just speaking for himself, not for Uphold. But it also reminds me of one last thing I want to bring up here. Don't forget about Monero. Monero has been making solid, good moves. Pirate Chain, I finally realized that they updated their wallet, and it's a big update, ladies and gentlemen. Their treasure, what do they call it? Treasure chest. wallet, which is the desktop wallet. They updated quite a bit ago, and it's a download where it has to recalibrate headers. There's a lot involved in it, so make sure you update your Pirate Chain wallet if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, because I know a lot of people utilize the mobile wallets. I believe Cake is the mobile wallet for Pirate. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, don't forget about the privacy coins, because they're a great counterbalance to any of these ISO coins becoming, I'll say, compromised by deep state. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like videos like this where we have a real conversation, if you have friends that you think would benefit, please share these videos. Please share my channel with them. And please, I still need more subscribers, because there's still a high percentage of you guys that regularly watch, and I do appreciate that, but you're not subscribed. So we definitely need you to start subscribing. I didn't check today, but yet last night at least, we were almost at 1,300. Let's see if we can get that up a little bit. But it's awesome. I welcome all the new followers. Thank you for following me. I appreciate your trust and confidence, because that's the way I look at it. So remember to stick it to the man, everybody, not to each other. Be good to each other, and peace.